Hey everybody, it's Chef Kimber Dean here. I am here with the Holistic Kitchen short cooking videos, and I'm really excited about this one because this is one of my favorite recipes I've ever created. It's my quinoa meatless meatballs. So they're vegan meatballs. When I created this years ago, when I lived in North Carolina, 2014, I just wanted a meatball that was plant-based, that didn't have any meat byproducts in it, whether it was a meatball, meatloaf, burgers, and yes, I use this for all of those things. I even turn it into taco meat sometimes, so I can do an episode on that. Plus, it's really versatile. You can do any bean you really want to do, and that way you're just rotating your nutrients and you're still getting that fiber and that protein. Same with the grain. I choose quinoa in this recipe, but you could use millet or any type of rice that you like. So this is just a really fun recipe. I am gonna start with 1.5 cups of black beans organic. If you are doing them from a can, which I am today, make sure that your ingredients are just black beans, water, sea salt. That's just fun. You just don't want that citric acid or any other preservative that's gonna bring down your immune system. So we're gonna throw this into our cute little blender here, our food processor. And I did rinse these off and drain them. And then I like to use coconut aminos because coconut aminos are a great substitute for any soy aminos or soy sauce that usually has wheat in it. It can be made without wheat, but soy is also just such a prevalent ingredient in our system, our food industry, and what we're eating daily for most Americans, that it's nice to take that out of your system and get some other nutrients from another plant. So we're gonna do 1/4 cup coconut aminos, and I'm just gonna eyeball that here. And then we're gonna blend those together. So I did that for about 30 to 60 seconds, maybe 45 seconds. And what you want here is you wanna make sure the skins are nice and blended, because people don't want black bean skins stuck in their teeth, first of all, but you wanna just get that incorporated so it isn't a weird texture thing if people are new to plant-based eating, which I have worked with a lot of people that are new. We're gonna pour this into a bowl, and this is gonna be our base or our paste for our meat. So, like I said, this is a great base. You could use any bean you wanted to. If you were doing taco meat, maybe do pinto beans. If you were gonna do some other type of meat, you could use anything here. And then the seasonings, kind of the same thing. We're going with a more traditional Italian style. So we have oregano, parsley, garlic, onion, and I did a little bit of cayenne because I do love some spice. So you can always omit that if you don't like spice. And we did some sea salt as well. And then we just have your favorite hummus. This is just a garlic hummus. You can add anything from jalapeno lime if you're doing something with a Mexican style flair. And then we're just gonna mix that together. So we have this beautiful paste here. And then I was able to cook my quinoa. So I cooked my quinoa before we got started. It only took about 15-20 minutes. I like to make mine reconstituted in bone broth. If you are vegetarian or vegan, vegetable broth is great too, because then you're just getting more nutrients. So chicken, beef, whichever one you like, if you are gonna do the bone broth. And then it's about 1 cup of our grains here. So again, I'm just gonna eyeball that. And we're gonna mix. Good. So if you ever need to add a little bit more grains or a little bit more bean, make sure coconut aminos just to get that perfect texture, but we want it to hold pretty good. So when it falls, it stays in a clump like that. And then we're gonna get our pan ready. So I'm gonna preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and then I'm gonna get a pan or a baking sheet ready with some unbleached parchment paper, and we are gonna spray this with your favorite oil. I like to use a nice olive oil. There's avocado oils, there are coconut oils now, so whichever one you like to use. And we'll just spray that on the pan, and then we'll start scooping.